So if this message spoke to you, if you feel the stirrings of a deeper power within you, take a moment now to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join this journey of Stoic mastery. Because the world doesn't need more noise. It needs more calm. It needs more strength. It needs more minds like yours, trained, disciplined, and free. Third is to train your desires to match reality. Most people desire comfort, recognition, and outcomes they can't guarantee. But Epictetus said that the wise person only desires what is in their power. Instead of hoping that people will treat you kindly, hope to respond to unkindness with dignity. Instead of wishing for success, wish for the character to face failure nobly. If you desire only what is in your control, you will never be disappointed. This inner alignment removes the emotional roller coaster of desire and fear and gives you the steady calm of someone who needs nothing from the outside world to feel whole. The fourth principle is to discipline your judgment. Events are not good or bad in themselves. They only appear that way based on how we interpret them. Epictetus said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." You lose a job. One person sees it as a crisis, another sees it as a new opportunity. The difference is not in the event, but in the mind reacting to it. The Stoic trains the mind to question its first impressions, to step back and ask, is this really bad? Or is it just different from what I expected? This shift gives you freedom. You are no longer a puppet pulled by emotion, but a thinker who chooses your response with clarity. Fifth is to remember that you are not your circumstances. You are not your reputation, your wealth, your health, or your possessions. These things come and go, and Epictetus warns us not to tie our identity to what can be taken away. You are your reasoned choices. That's it. Your power lies in your ability to choose well, even when the world crumbles around you. A Stoic stripped of everything still possesses the one thing that matters: agency. So never say, I am nothing without this or that. Say, I am always something, so long as I govern myself. The sixth principle is to prepare for difficulty daily. Epictetus encouraged the practice of negative visualization, not as a form of pessimism, but as a way to strengthen the mind. Imagine the worst, not to dwell in fear, but to develop resilience. Picture yourself losing comfort, facing insult, suffering illness. Then ask, how would I endure? How would I respond? This prepares the mind like armor. When misfortune comes, and it will, you won't be blindsided. You'll be ready, because you've already rehearsed victory over hardship in your mind. Seventh, surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow. Epictetus said that we must choose our company wisely, for we become like those we spend time with. If you walk with the anxious, you will absorb their worry. If you walk with the greedy, you will thirst for more. But if you walk with the wise, your own wisdom will deepen. The Stoic path is not about isolating yourself. It's about choosing your influences with surgical precision. Friendship, for a Stoic, is a bond of mutual growth. Find those who speak truth, not flattery, those who hold you accountable, not those who coddle your ego. The eighth principle is to practice humility and self-awareness. Epictetus constantly reminded his students that philosophy is not a performance, but a practice. You can quote all the right sayings, but if your actions betray them, it means nothing. Self-deception is the greatest danger. The Stoic examines his own behavior, not to shame himself, but to improve. Each night reflect, what did I do well today? Where did I falter? What can I do better tomorrow? This is not about being perfect. It's about being honest. And that honesty, practiced daily, makes you a better human and a calmer soul. The ninth principle is to live according to nature and reason. To Epictetus, this meant fulfilling your role as a rational being. Humans are not just animals. We are thinking creatures, capable of reflection, justice, and virtue. So live accordingly. Don't indulge every impulse. Don't act from greed or fear. Use reason to guide your life, not emotion. Ask, is this action worthy of who I want to become? Stoicism isn't just about what you avoid. It's about how you act. Every moment is a chance to live with purpose, to fulfill your nature not as a consumer, but as a citizen of the world. And finally, the 10th principle. Remember the brevity of life. Memento mori. Remember that you will die. Epictetus did not say this to frighten us, but to awaken us. Time is the one thing we cannot recover, yet we spend it carelessly. We worry about what doesn't matter. We postpone what matters most. But when you remember that life is finite, you start living with intensity and clarity. You speak the truth. You forgive quickly. You pursue virtue without delay. Death is not the enemy. Wasted life is. Let the awareness of death sharpen your focus and deepen your appreciation for every hour you're given. These 10 principles are not abstract theories. They are battle-tested disciplines, forged in the fire of real struggle. Epictetus didn't write them for comfort. He wrote, If you're ready to master your emotions and become unshakable, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow and brings you more wisdom from the Stoics, week after week. The world is loud. It shouts demands at you, pressures you to conform, tempts you with pleasures, and threatens you with fears. If you let it, the world will pull your attention in 1,000 directions and drain your peace like a sieve. But the Stoic path, especially the teachings of Epictetus, offers a different way. It offers a path to silence the chaos, to calm the emotional storms, and to hold your ground like a mountain amid a hurricane. Epictetus didn't teach philosophy from ivory towers. He spoke from experience, from a life shaped by slavery, loss, and adversity. And what he found is this: we don't control what happens to us, but we do control how we respond. That truth, applied with discipline, makes you untouchable. The first principle is to know what is within your control and what is not. This is the foundation of Stoic thought. Epictetus taught that there is a clear line between what is up to us, our thoughts, beliefs, desires, and actions, and what is not up to us, everything else, including other people, outcomes, and even our bodies. Most suffering comes from confusing the two. When you try to control what is not yours to control, you become frustrated, anxious, and bitter. But when you focus only on what you can govern, your own mind, you become powerful. Like a skilled sailor, you can't change the wind, but you can adjust your sails. The second principle is to accept fate without complaint. The Stoics called this amor fati, love of fate. Epictetus believed that everything happens according to nature and reason, and that resisting reality only causes suffering. If something happens, whether joyful or painful, it was meant to happen. It is part of the larger order, even if we can't see it. Acceptance isn't weakness, it's strength. It's the discipline to say, this is outside my control, so I will meet it with calm. It's not resignation, but alignment with reality. If you stop fighting what is, you free up your energy to deal with it wisely. Imagine walking through life with an unshakable sense of peace. Chaos surrounds you. People insult you. Setbacks strike unexpectedly, yet none of it touches your core. You don't flinch. You don't complain. You don't collapse. Why? Because you've trained your mind to be immune to external chaos. This is not a fantasy. It's a reality practiced for centuries by Stoic masters like Epictetus. And in this video, you'll discover 10 powerful Stoic principles from Epictetus that can make you emotionally untouchable. so that nothing and no one can affect your inner peace. When life throws its punches, most people flinch, they react, they get angry, scared, overwhelmed. But there is a way to live differently, to build a fortress within your mind, immune to the noise of the world. That's what the Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught. A former slave who rose to become one of the most respected thinkers in ancient Rome, Epictetus understood hardship better than most. Yet he discovered the secret to true freedom, the kind that comes not from changing the world, but from mastering yourself. In this video, you'll learn 10 timeless Stoic teachings from Epictetus that will help you take back your power, center your mind, and rise above anything